Hello, this is Lauren Delsack speaking, and if you're new to my channel on YouTube, I am a professional astrologer. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the month of June, particularly the new moon, because that initiates the month or the next 28 days ahead. And we'll also look to see how that's going to affect each sign of the zodiac. So let's start by looking at that new moon chart on June 10th. We have a new moon in the sign of Gemini, and Gemini, it's all about communication for Gemini. Gemini loves to gather information, to be informed, to inform others, to be clever, bright, and witty, funny. But what we all need to be aware of is that the new moon is right together, conjunct with Mercury retrograde. We're in a Mercury retrograde period until the 22nd of June. So what that means is that we must be very careful with communication, because we can have misunderstandings, miscommunication, delays, frustrations. That pertains to giving and receiving information. Also, issues with travel can be delayed, for example. Now, looking at this further, about 3 days after the new moon, so we'll feel this right around the new moon, we have Mercury square Neptune. What does that mean? That means that information can be, let's say, cloudy, doubtful, blurry, also potential deception through communications and information. Also, it can mean that we don't have all the information. So you have to be very careful with what people are saying or what research you're doing, because the information that you're receiving could be off in some way. So be careful what you initiate during the new moon, such as desires, seeds, and intentions. Make sure that to the best of your ability, you're dealing with accurate information. Now, also in this new moon chart, we have Mars at the last degree of Cancer, at the 29th degree of Cancer. And for me, this can indicate, let's say, emotional intensity. I always get the image of like a child, a toddler, throwing a tantrum, okay? I want it my way and I want it now type thing. So be very careful about emotional, volatile reactions, okay? Also, you might feel that you have an intensification of the nervous system in Gemini. You know, Gemini is, I always get the image of the butterfly, because it doesn't stay in one place very long. Gemini is very curious. It likes variety. It goes from here to there to there. It can be all over the place. So be aware of those types of energies. It's also very social, so that's a good thing. But this month can be a little bit tricky with Mercury retrograde and information not being as clear as we would like it. So be very careful with your communications. With that said, let's get into each sign of the zodiac, where the new moon is falling, in what area of life, and we'll bring in the tarot for some specific messages pertaining to your sign. Best to listen to your sun sign, rising sign. Also, you can listen to your moon sign. That sort of gives you an overall perspective of the new moon initiating the month of June. Aries. Aries, the new moon is falling in the sector of your life that has to do with communications. So it's very highlighted for you this month. This can also be about your mental outlook, your mindset, how you communicate with others, as well as studies, for example, learning. Also your immediate environment, your neighborhood, the people that live around you, dealing with others. So we get here the Hermit card for your month, which is basically telling you to use your higher wisdom and to sort of retreat. I get the feeling to retreat from people. Why? Because the Five of Swords is somebody bullying you, or can be energies vice versa, somebody who's trying to win at all costs. This can be very rude, abrasive, disrespectful communication, so be careful about that. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like you are going to stand up for your truth. You are going to speak your truth. Avoid battles here and dealing with those kinds of people. It's all about using your higher wisdom. You might also be retreating in order to do some internal reflection, even getting to the bottom of something. With the Queen of Swords, she wants the truth, and only the truth. Okay? So I hope that resonates for you, Aries. Next, Taurus. Taurus, the new moon is taking place in the area of your life that has to do with what you have, your finances, your assets, also your sense of self-worth, self-value, and what is important to you, what do you value, including yourself. I feel like it's all about you, really, through the tarot, because we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And so this is telling me that there is an emotional stability about you, using your intuition, speaking your truth, using higher wisdom and logic. I feel you're going to make practical decisions, and there's also an ending going on here. Could have been a painful ending. You might be coming into this month after an ending of some sorts where you may have felt hurt, stabbed in the back, sort of mental anguish and pain, but I feel like you're ending a cycle of that. Maybe it's about you speaking your truth to whomever with emotional sensitivity in order to have some kind of closure in whatever situation that is. I also feel that you really, you see the truth and you know the truth about a situation. There could be a decision that you're making about it, okay? So hope that resonates for you. Gemini, new moon taking place in your sign in the first house of the self. So this is all about sort of a new cycle of having new experiences in your life. Meeting new people, doing new things. I feel here that there is a transition going on with you. There is some kind of a death and a rebirth situation. So maybe you're closing out a cycle, which would make sense because now Gemini is starting a new cycle for the year. So there can be endings or recent endings. I feel like with the Justice card here that it can or could have been a karmic cycle closing, that there will be justice, meaning justice will be served. Everybody will get what they deserve, sort of like karma. The result will be fair in whatever situation that you're dealing with. You got the card of the Four of Cups that is sort of representing this new moon for you. So I get the feeling here, and this goes along with Gemini because they get bored very easily. I'm speaking with a moon in Gemini, so I know that energy. So it can be that there's some kind of boredom with what you had been doing or have been doing. This is kind of calling you to start something new. Also, you're kind of maybe focused sort of one-way vision, only seeing it from one perspective. Can represent deep contemplation about a situation. I think that what you need to do is see that there are opportunities around you. So widen the blinders around your eyes so that you can see what's in your peripheral view, that there are opportunities being offered to you by the universe, okay? Hope that resonates for you, Gemini. Cancer, a new moon taking place in the area of your life that is more behind the scenes, getting in touch with the self, going within. This can be doing spiritual practices, finalizing, let's say, projects that you're working on, really kind of taking care of the self, being generous with yourself. I feel that looking over the tarot here that, things are slow, steady progress, so don't become discouraged if things are not moving quickly for you. I feel that everything is sort of stable. The warning here, or what you need to be aware of, is be careful of people that are taking advantage of your generosity, okay? Especially people who are sneaky, deceptive, not truthful, upright, and honest. Stay away from those kinds of people. Could even come in to your life through somebody who's sort of making you an offer of love, but I feel like they have other motives going on underneath that offer. So you have to be very astute this month in terms of that. Might also be connecting with people from your past, or just sort of reminiscing on happy memories from the past. But the energy definitely for you this month would be within this, retreating from the world, finding your own inner solitude. And watch out for players and people that don't have your best interest in mind, okay? Hope that's helpful to you, Cancer. Leo, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with friendships, the groups of people that you associate with, colleagues, this kind of thing. Also compensation from your career, reward, recognition, honors coming from your profession. I feel like you're going to be victorious and successful with whatever you do this month, Leo. We have the Six of Wands here. So I feel like if you were to ask for a raise, you would get it. I feel also that, again, you're being, that's exactly what it might be. You're being offered some kind of stable situation, perhaps for your finances. It's also telling you or advising you to rest this month, to rejuvenate the self, put away any kind of battles with other people, arguments, this kind of thing, and take time for yourself. Whatever you do, you're going to be successful here, okay? And I feel like your finances are stable, but you're going to get some kind of reward, recognition, compensation, okay? So hope that's helpful to you, Leo. Virgo, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with your profession, your career, your reputation in the world, your social standing. So what's going on here? It looks to me like you're absolutely successful and victorious in that area of your life. I feel that you have your plans. You already have a strategy and a plan kind of worked out, and you're just waiting for the opportunity to come in for you. It's almost like I get the feeling here that you're looking forward. You're absolutely looking forward. You have your strategy and plan. I think that you need to be patient with waiting for the right opportunity to come in for you. For example, Mercury will go direct on June 22nd, so you might want to wait until after June 22nd to initiate your plan. But it's kind of like you've got it all going on. You'll be successful with whatever plans you have. Just need a little patience and timing. You could use that time to get a good balance within yourself in terms of your emotions, But, it's definitely very positive for you. So expect something positive through your career, through your profession, okay? Libra, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with higher-minded thinking and studies. Can be internationalism, can be foreign travel, can have to do with teaching or learning something, metaphysical studies, politics, law, philosophy, broadening your horizons. Now, I feel like you're being made an offer, that some offer is coming into you. It can be a message. It can be a new opportunity for you. It can have to do with artistic, creative pursuits. Also can have to do with a love offer. I feel like you've got wish fulfillment going on here. Your wishes are coming true. If you are on a spiritual path, this would be a very positive in terms of, let's say, ridding yourself of attachments, being somewhat detached cleansed, purified. It's almost like a purification process for you. It can also mean that you need to take time out to rejuvenate yourself. It's asking you to have patience, tolerance, to find the right balance emotionally within yourself. But I do feel like you could be initiating something, teaching or learning that has some kind of creative flair to it. So I hope that's helpful to you. Scorpio, new moon falling in the area of your life that has to do with several different things here. The resources that you share with other people or other institutions can be like within a marriage, within a business partnership, loans from banks, investments, royalties, inheritance. Actually, quite interesting that the card that comes up for you is the death card, so there's definitely a transition here. You know, this area of life also has to do with death circumstances of other people and just the subject of death, because it has to do with occult subjects. And Scorpios have a fascination with that subject. But I feel like you're ending a cycle of burdens here, Scorpio. You've been maybe overworked, took on too many responsibilities. I feel like those burdens are now behind you, and you're being asked to make a transition now, sort of a death and a rebirth. I mean, this is just perfect for Scorpio. It's all scorpionic energy here. Could also be uncovering some deep information. Like I said, it can have to do with occult subjects or alternative therapies, this kind of thing. But I feel like you could be getting to the bottom of some information, dropping burdens and discovering some deep information. Also, it's asking you to be patient with the process. So whatever you're letting go of, whatever has ended in your life, be patient with this new beginning that's coming for you. Maybe there's some resources also that you've shared with somebody else or with an institution that has just sort of played out its benefits for you. It's sort of, you're done with that, okay? So expect all new, let's say, new energies to come in for you this month in June, I feel, okay? And just putting an end to the past, really. Okay, I hope that's helpful to you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with your commitments to other people. Can be through a committed love relationship, can be through a business partnership, can be your commitments to the public, through customers, clients, this kind of thing. I'm feeling like you're going to be very successful with whatever you do in that area of your life. You've got the Six of Wands, and that's a victory for you with the Sun. I mean, you're feeling completely fulfilled and happy, having fun, having a good time, sort of like a new rebirth for you. Maybe your relationship, if you're in one, has gotten to a point where everything is really going well. You've worked out whatever you had to work out. If you're single, then you could be pursued, because we have the Knight of Wands here, by somebody. What you have to be careful about, Sagittarius, is that Knight of Wands is a player energy, so it can come in quickly, go out quickly, sort of all talk, no action. So be careful if you're dealing with a new romantic situation, although I feel like it's going to make you very happy. You're going to feel really good about yourself this month in June, and you're going to be successful with whatever you do. Now, if you're starting out on something, I was even going to say you could get new customers, new clients, that kind of thing. If you're starting out on some new creative project, for example, something that's new, adventurous, just be careful about making impulsive decisions. I would wait until after June 22nd when Mercury goes direct in terms of any kind of real important decisions that you're going to be making. But it looks like a great month for you, Sagittarius, so enjoy that. Capricorn, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with your day-to-day lifestyle, your well-being. What do you do to make yourself feel good? That can be diet, fitness, anything to better your health regime. Also, this has to do with your day-to-day work environment, the people you work for and with. and the immediate sort of office environment. So you might be making changes or things going on there. I'm feeling here with the High Priestess that you really need to use your wisdom and your intuition. There could be things that you don't know about. Be very careful about information coming to you because you need to see whether it's really true. Like I said, you might not have all the answers, or the information might not be complete. You're dealing also here with two pages, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, which tells me that if you're dealing with people, you might have some immature energies around you. On the other hand, pages are messengers bringing new opportunities for you. So there can be messages coming in, messages of love, messages that have to do with, again, I'm getting double intuition here with the High Priestess and the Cups. You really need to tap into your gut about things, whether what you're hearing from others is true or not for you. Page of Swords can also suggest that you've got to be careful about being too impulsive with communications, whether coming from you or coming from other people. But also I was thinking that you could be looking into something to enhance your work, your day-to-day work life. Maybe you want to study something new. Maybe you want to start out on some kind of creative artistic pursuit. I would say you're getting like the messages or the information about that. So I hope that's helpful to you. And you'll see what you'll do with the information that's coming at you. But you don't necessarily have to share what you know. Keep your lips sealed, okay? It's really asking you to move to a higher level of consciousness. All right? I hope that's helpful to you, Capricorn. Aquarius, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with your creative outlet, creative expression. Also has to do with love and romance, dating, and if you have children, can have to do with children. Also, this area of the horoscope does have to do with teaching or coaching. So I'm feeling here, Aquarius, that you are being asked to speak your truth, to start out on some kind of new adventure in terms of perhaps your creative expression. It's time for you to kind of share what you know. So whether you're coaching others, advising others, teaching others, I feel like that's what you're being called to do. There's total emotional fulfillment going on here with the Nine of Cups. And also, I feel like wish fulfillment. I feel like this is what you've been waiting for. So, in this month of Gemini energy, share the information that you know. Share the higher wisdom that you know through some creative outlet for you, whatever that might be, because it's talking about a whole new start in your life this month, okay? Starting out on some adventurous new beginning for you. So don't hold back your creativity, don't hold back your truth and your wisdom and your logic. Share it with others, and I feel like you're going to be emotionally fulfilled by doing that. Hope that's helpful for you, Aquarius. Pisces, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with your home, your house, your family, where you put down your roots, where you're living, maybe also to do with parents, one of your parents. I'm feeling here that you're looking for a new start. Why? Because we have the Death card here. Something is ending for you. I feel like you have total mental clarity about that. You've been given the truth. You're communicating or being communicated to with truth, and you see it clearly for what it is. So I feel like there is some kind of transitional period that you're going through, some kind of ending and new beginning for you pertaining to your home life situation, your personal life. You've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which tells me that you're stable, you have a mature way of seeing things, you use practicality and logic. I feel like mentally very clear this month. Finances are also good. So I would say let go of whatever needs to go, because you're going to receive information that's even going to put you on a new path. It's a new beginning, a new opportunity from the universe. They're handing you a new opportunity, okay? I feel like you've got the mental clarity about whatever situation you needed to be clear about. The only thing here is with Mercury retrograde, you might want to wait until about after June 22nd to make any serious decisions, okay, pertaining to if, for example, you decide to move or relocate or change your living environment, okay? But I feel like you see it all clearly for what it is, all right? So that's what I've got for the signs, for each of the signs, for the new moon in June. So enjoy that new moon. Enjoy the month of June, and look forward to seeing you soon again. Please like, share, comment, subscribe so that I can help rebuild my channel here on YouTube. Be well. Bye-bye now.